All right, the lighting is terrible in this car. Welcome back to another video. I am about to head to Concept Chiropractic, which is where I get my stretching thingy done for my therapy, for the pinched nerve I have. So I'm headed out there. It's Saturday at 9:06. My appointment's at 9:30. It's right on that border of Phoenix and Glendale, not too far from where I am. And then I'm going to just take you along for the day with me. I've got a lot going on. Everything from filling you in on the results from the 60-day cut to going to a concert today with my friend Jason from work. And I'll fill you all in on that as we go along. All right, let's head to chiropractic and get our day started. I also got to come home and clean up and shave. I look horrible. But this is Saturday mornings after a long week of work. All right, let's go. All right, so I'm on this machine now. I don't know if you can see it here. My head is strapped in here, and then it's just pulling the top of my body up. Like I'm all laying down in this thing, right? And then it's just yanking me slowly, and then back, yanking that head up, and then back. And then my neck is curved up so they can get to C5, the part of my cervical spine thing that needs the work, where the disc is. So that's what they're doing. This is Gonstead Chiropractic, and they have these special machines. It's the I don't know, the 9,000 something. I don't know. It's some machine that they have, and they have 5 of them in this office. And there's only a few of these offices around the country. My eyes are permanently open because this strap is pulled by the top of my head up, and it forces my eyes to be open. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting my day off with some Gonstead Chiropractic, which is the stretchy, necky machine thing. And I'll see you when I'm done here. All right. All right, you just saw me wash up some potatoes and some pears. Lex did that thing where the school is handing out like stuff that the local farmers, whatever, couldn't sell because it's too close to expiration or it's starting to go bad. So whatever they don't give out at the end of the day, they just throw on a table and leave it for people to take. And Lex is the last class of the day. So he goes by on the last Thursday of the month and checks and goes, oh, well, maybe it's the first Thursday of the month. He goes by and see if anything's there. And he saw like a big bag of potatoes, and he saw a big bag of pears. And he's like, well, I'm taking those. He also brought back like boxes of those Costco little chips, Doritos and Cheetos and all that. I took those to school, and my Pokemon card club ate those. There's some other things too, but that's the big part of it. There's a cantaloupe and a bunch of tomatoes and stuff that I'm going to wash. Anyway, we don't let food go to waste in this house, so we're going to use it. It's breakfast. You just saw me come back from the Gonstead Chiropractic, and I feel good. I still don't have feeling in my thumb, but it's very slight. It's just like, and it's so close to being perfect that I feel like we're getting somewhere. I know I make this every time I have one of these videos where I do a day of food, but I love pancakes, so I'm going to make the protein pancakes. So I'm going to show you how I make those, and we'll cook them on the grill. I don't know how many meals I'm going to get in today. I've got a concert I'm going to with Jason. We are going to go to Iron Chef because that's our Saturday thing. I had planned a lunch meal between now and Iron Chef, but it's 11:49 in the morning. Like, it's almost noon. Tim's still sleeping. I don't know if we're going to have a middle meal. And that middle meal is really the one I want to show you because it's so good. And it's a new recipe for my seitan. I mean, I'm using the same seitan recipe, but it's something new to do with it. All right, let's get started with the pancakes. So the first thing I'm going to do, now keep in mind, I'm quadrupling everything because this recipe makes one, and I need one for me, one for Lex, one for Tim, and then I might as well just do 4 of them and have an extra one during the week, so it's available for whoever wants it. But I'm going to tell you the actual measurements for one, but you're going to be like, that's more than a tablespoon of whatever. All right. All right. So the first ingredient is rolled oats. And I like to, I need oat flour. So I like to take the rolled oats and put them in the Vitamix like blender attachment. Oh, gosh. Really? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And this is 40 grams of rolled oat flour or oat flour. I do not need any more types of flour in my house, so I just ground it myself. I want to get all of that out of there, because that's the love right there. All right. And then whatever the amount of flour you're using, the oat flour, you use the same amount of vital wheat gluten. So I'm putting in 40 grams of vital wheat gluten. That's the key to making them high protein. I'm going to do my dry ingredients first. After that, I'm going to put in some baking powder. So this needs 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm quadrupling it, so I'm going to put in 4. All right, so I've got my teaspoon right there. And then there's 3 teaspoons of brown sugar. I'm using 0-calorie sugar. You put in brown sugar if you want. This will keep the calories from being added from the sugar. And I'm using this Swerve. This stuff is made with allulose, so I'm using that. So it's 3 teaspoons, I think. Yeah, 3 teaspoons of 3 teaspoons of brown sugar. And look at this stuff here. I mean, check that out, right? It cakes up and looks just like brown sugar. It's pretty amazing. All right, brown sugar in. The next thing we're going to do is put in a dash of salt. So I'm just going to put in 4 little dashes because we're quadrupling the recipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There you go. I'm going to whisk this together. Let me go get a whisk. I'm going to whisk this together to get all my dry ingredients blended here, and then we'll start adding the wet ingredients. I don't have a second camera above me like I sometimes do, so I'm just using a glass bowl so you can see that I'm kind of whisking all this. And it just should come to like a uniform color. All right, so that's looking good right there. Nice dry pancake batter. All right, let's start with the wet ingredients. So we have a yogurt recipe on one of our videos, and the recipe makes 6 servings. And this recipe here calls for 1/3 of one of those servings, or about, I don't know, the recipe makes 120 grams, so about 40 grams of yogurt. But I need 4/3, which is 1 1/3. So I'm going to put a whole one in and then 1/3 of another one. And that's how I'm doing that. One thing about living with Tim is we have the coolest spatulas, right? Like this is a mason jar spatula. You kind of stick it in and it goes around the whole thing and kind of gets everything out without leaving anything on the sides or the bottom. And you just gotta love that. Perfect. There's like nothing left. All right, and then I need 1/3 of a serving of this one. Ooh, this one doesn't even have much left in it, so we've been using it. I use it as mayo all the time, so I'm just gonna put, I don't know, whatever's left in here. Actually, that would be too much. All right, that's good right there. I get a lot of the protein from the yogurt on this also, so we want to make sure that we get the right amount. All right, after the yogurt, we're going to pop in some milk. So this takes about 1/2 cup of milk. So I'm going to put in 2 cups because I'm tripling the recipe. But it's 1/2 cup of milk. Alrighty. And then after that, we got some vanilla we're going to throw in here. So this takes a teaspoon of vanilla. So there you go. 1 teaspoon. And I am quadrupling this, so lots of vanilla. And now we're at the spot we can kind of just mix this together. So I want to, pancakes, you don't want to like whisk them to death. They just get really thin and they don't fluff up. So I kind of want to just mix this together until it's combined and there's no lumps. Some lumpage, a little bit of lumpage is okay, but I just don't want there to be lumps where, you know, if you break the lump, it's all dry inside. So that I don't want to see. But otherwise, you don't really want this to be smooth. And I also like to let it sit out a few minutes after I mix it because it kind of thickens up a little bit. So I'm going to do that here, and then we'll go to the next thing. All right, so I've got a beautiful pancake batter bowl here. It's got a really good texture to it. I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to get my electric grill set up. I guess I can do it right here. Why not? And get these babies cooking because I'm starving. Let's go. All right, so I've got my grill right here. It's on. It's set to about 300 degrees, 325, I think. And my batter is thickening up a little bit. I'm just going to take the batter and drop it into 1/3 of a cup measurements onto the grill. Let's see what we got here. That should be enough. Get all that stuff out. Yep, that looks good right there. I'm going to try and put 3 on each load here. We're looking pretty good. And then I'll just split them into 4 stacks, whatever I get, and that'll be my servings. But the recipe itself, by itself, makes 1 serving, so whatever you get out of it, that's your serving. All right, you can see the sides firming up here, starting to pull away from the bottom, and there's like a little bubbling happening right here. So that means they're ready to flip. All right, I kind of like to go under here with the spatula and kind of do this, right? Oh gosh, look at that. That's like perfection right there. Oh man. It's gonna be so good. Oh. And then look at the coloring of these, right? Like, do those look amazing or what? Holy smoke. They're gonna be so good. Oh, nice brown tint to it. I can't wait to eat these. Here we go. These are looking perfect. So I'm just gonna make all these, we'll stack them up, and then I'll split them into 4 so my macros are correct, and I'll eat one of the servings this morning. So that's what I'm doing here. I'll see you when it's done. All right, so here's what I did. As I was making the pancakes, I just portioned them up. I portioned a plate for myself right here, right? And I just kept filling these little containers to put in the fridge. And I ended up with 3 pancakes for each serving. So I made 12 pancakes, right? So there's 3 in here, 3 in here, and 3 in here. I can, they're hot, so I'm not going to put the cover on yet, but I can portion those up for meal prep for the week. And then I've got my own that are right here. And that'll be my meal for today. So check this out. Don't those look pretty good? I like the pancakes as a base, and then I start doctoring up a little bit. I've got this PB Fit powder right here. PB Fit, I emailed you so you could sponsor this show. Haven't heard back from you. I want to be an ambassador. Contact me, all right? And what I did was I just took some PB Fit, and it's 1 serving. It's 2 tablespoons mixed with 2 tablespoons of water, and I've got this peanut butter syrup. So good. Well, peanut butter, liquid. And then I'm just going to take some 0-calorie maple syrup and dump that in there. It's just 1 serving. I'm going to mix that together, and that'll give me like a peanut butter maple syrup. And I'm using this right here. It's 0-calorie wholesome yum, and it's not 0-calorie. It's 0 sugar wholesome yum. It's 20 calories for 2 tablespoons versus 2 tablespoons of Costco maple syrup would be 100 calories. So it's a huge savings. So now that I've got these 2 together, I'm just going to mix this up to form my peanut butter maple syrup, and that's going to be my topping. All right. I'm just going to pour this on top of my pancakes right here. And I need all of it because that is a lot of my protein right there. And then I can't have pancakes with peanut butter on them without some bananas. So I'm just going to lay some bananas around here on top of this. It's 1 banana, which is about 120 grams and about 100 calories. And I'm going to throw on some kind of hand-chopped walnuts on top. Holy smoke, that looks good. All right, let me show you what this looks like. It's amazing. All right, check out my beautiful high-protein pancakes. with my PB Fit syrup on top there. And then you can see all the bananas I've thrown on and big, big chunks of walnut on there. Oh boy, I can't wait to eat this. Let's do it. All right, now that food photography is done, let's cut it and eat it because I am starving. This displaying pancakes like kind of not right on top of each other, but just kind of staggered for pictures is great, but you can't cut it that way. Of course, you need them stacked on top of each other so you can cut right through all of them. So now it makes it much harder to cut, but everything's about the display, right? So let's give this a shot. I know it's going to be good because I have these all the time. Oh, yeah. So good. Wow. Oh, my gosh. I am a huge pancake lover. I love pancakes. And having these high-protein ones made with the Vital Wheat gluten and the oat flour, like, yes, please. Oh, man. So good. I'm going to finish this up. I got to grab a bottle of water. And then at some point today, I want to go over the result of the 60-day cut. 60 days is not long enough to do a cut. Cuts are usually like 5 to 6 months. So I'm taking a little break from that, and then I'll pick it up again. I won't be doing a daily vlog like last time because that was a nightmare. But I'm going to give you the results. Did I have any progress? Did I gain any muscle? Did I lose any fat? So I'll go over all of the results with you. Hopefully you watched that and saw me like, every day was a struggle. And that's just kind of the way it is when you have a family. But I think the results for 60 days were pretty good. All right, we'll see you in a bit. I'm just taking my seitan and throwing it in a nonstick pan here and just moving it around. I've got a little bit of spray oil, but not much. And I just kind of want to get it heated up here. It's already cooked. The goal is to scorch it on each side to kind of make it more brown. While it's happening, I'm taking some of this ribback chicken marinade. It's very low sugar, and I'm adding some of this plant-based monk fruit sweetener, but you can use real sugar. And I'm just going to mix it all up there to just make this sweeter because it's not very sweet to start with, but this turns out amazing. And then I'm just taking it and dumping it onto my hot pan with the seitan that's been browned. And I'm going to mix it all up there to make sure the seitan absorbs all that. It really gives it a nice moist texture. After that, I'm just going to turn down the heat and just kind of let it simmer while I'm doing my other stuff. I can even turn the heat off at this point. And when I'm ready for it, it'll be ready to go. This is going to be amazing. All right, look who joined us. The good humor guy. Yay! Tim doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Waiter.
No. Okay. So when I was young, the good humor man would drive around and he would be all dressed in white because Tim's wearing his white pants. And you would get ice cream and he was all dressed in white. So,
okay.
So
background.
Let's get this done. Let's hope nobody needs a snow cone. All right. So here's what we've done here. This is one of our favorite lunches lately, right?
Yes. Last month or so.
And the macros are so good on it. It is basically seitan wraps, right? So here's what we're doing. I showed you the seitan cooking. It's all kind of cooled down and it's ready to go. It's 2 of our servings of seitan. So each of us is getting 1 serving of seitan, right? Then I've got a bunch of shredded lettuce I just chopped up and spun in the spinner. I've got some red onions. Man, these smell so good, right? We've got an avocado that's kind of all chopped up. And then those tomatoes that Lex brought home, that's one of them all chopped up. We're going to use, for the burrito shells, I'm going to use these 60-calorie extreme wellness, high-fiber, high-protein tortillas. Go ahead.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah, these 160 calories, and they're 4 grams of protein.
So I find that things squeeze out with the larger one, so I'm going with these mini tacos.
So it's the same brand, right?
Yep.
But they're like street tacos, right?
Yep.
So you get 2 tacos for the 60 calories. And I'm going to have 2 of these, right? For 120 calories. So you can have 4 of these for the same 120 calories. And it's about the same protein. I think there's 1 gram of protein less in the big one. So that's what we're going to do.
I like to add a little cholula. We've got green sauce, hardly any calories. And then we have the vegan yogurt, right, that we make. So I'll put that on. I just like a little bit of sauce, right? You could easily take this with cilantro or other things and make a flavor out of it, but I like it just as it is.
I just use that. The vegan yogurt, I just use it as our mayo.
It has a bit of a tang like sour cream. I'm happy with it. So.
All right, so I want to show them this while you're doing it. So I'm going to stand over here with my camera to overhead it, and I'm going to have you kind of make your first burrito.
Sounds good.
Sound good?
Okay.
All right, and we've got little taco holders. On mine, I'm just going to flop. I'm going to make I'm not folding these up as burritos. I mean, I'm just not. So I'm just gonna fold them up into tacos.
Like a large taco.
And I'll have 2 big tacos.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. All right, so Tim, tell us what you're doing here.
All right, we'll begin with 4 tacos. I want to get my sauce on here so everything kind of stays put. So I thought that would be a good strategy.
So you're just putting a little bit of the yogurt on here, right?
That's correct.
Or a lot. Depends on how much you want. Go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
This yogurt is not, I don't think it's in the macros I'm going to give you at the end. So just know that you want to just put a little light coating on it, all right?
Yeah,
the
this is loaded with protein.
I mean, at least it got protein, right? That's one thing it's got over mayo. So mayo, the calories are just empty. There is no nutrition in it here. Or at least here, you're getting protein for the calories, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so that's looking pretty good right there. That's the base of your tacos. All right, so what do you got there?
Little cholula here.
Cholula? Okay.
Yeah.
What is that? Like a little green sauce?
Yeah, green sauce, tomatillo.
Okay.
Got a little spice to it.
All right. Well, cholula, there you go. So now you're using half of that with 4 tacos.
Yeah.
Because that's 2 servings right there.
Perfect.
All right. Actually, okay, we'll just use the hands. All right.
Hey, we're doing street tacos. Finger food. Why not?
All right. So you've got, let's zoom in here. So far you've got your seitan, which, by the way, was made in that marinade I showed you earlier. And that stuff is so good, that chicken marinade, right?
It really is.
Like,
and
it's delicious.
yeah.
All right, so now you're just kind of putting your toppings and stuff. So you've got the red onion on here. All right, these are going to be 4 nice little tacos, huh?
Yeah, this is really nice.
All right. And then you've got, I would measure the avocado, but you're just going to put a little bit on. Really, you want to add, for the macros, I think it's 25 grams, all right? Which is about, I don't know, a little less than a quarter of an actual avocado.
Okay. Very, very minimal, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got these big tomatoes that Lex brought home. So I washed this one, sliced it up, and it's like ready to eat, like right now, right? Like I don't know if it'll be like it's ripe right now. So
I love it, Joey.
yeah. So and it's, I mean, there's nothing like.
Normally you have little chopped ones, but
Right.
I feel like the sliced works.
This is great.
So let's add some lettuce.
All right.
And I like this finely chopped lettuce.
Yeah, I just shredded it.
Yeah.
Just get plenty of that on because we had to use it all up because we bought those big bags at Costco.
Perfect.
All right, so this is looking pretty good here. You got 4 nice little stacked tacos right here. I mean, this is a filling meal, don't you think?
No, this is awesome.
All right, and then you're gonna fold these and put them in a fancy schmancy taco holder right here, right? All right, well, there you go. I won't be doing that. This is not a classy channel. All right, we'll show you Tim's end product, and then I'll jump on mine. All right, so there you have it. Tim's got 4 street tacos with seitan and toppings. Mine are a little different. It's the same, really the same stuff in it, but I'm just doing 2 big taco shells, and I'm not gonna fold anything. I usually warm these up on the pot over there, but I'm not going to today. But normally I warm them up just to, I don't know. Are you supposed to warm them up? Does it matter?
No, it's nice to have them warmed up for sure.
Yeah.
But these are still fresh feeling.
For sure. All right, let me have the yogurt. I just put like a light, very light coating on because I'm all about the calories not being too much. So I just put a little bit on one side of it. That's it. Because for me, I mean, I'm much shorter than Tim. Every calorie counts with me.
Yeah.
One of my students yesterday was like, well, how many calories do you take in a day? And I said, he goes, what's your BMR? And I'm surprised he knew that, but he's actually very intelligent. And I said, 1,400. He goes, 1,400? Mine's like 3,800. He's a big boy, right? And I was like, yeah, can you imagine having to exist and cutting around 1,400? He's like, no. Yeah. So there's that, right? And I said, well, now you know my pain. All right, let me get the spoon here or a fork.
I just got back from like a walk run, so I am hungry, and these are delicious.
And I was at therapy, of course, this morning because you saw that.
Yeah.
So these are such a fresh taste, right? You get the seitan instead of like chicken or whatever it would be, and you get all the protein in it, but then you get all like the people who are complaining that you guys, you eat too much processed food or whatever. Like this is, I mean, there's obviously the tortilla shells are always going to be processed, right? But you got all this goodness, right?
We like these tortillas because there's fiber in it. The calories are low. It's just really hard to make tortillas like that. So
yeah, when I look at Chronometer at the end of the day, look like my micro ingredients, right? All that stuff, my micronutrients. I have all this fiber. And I'm like, where did I get the fiber from? It's from these tortilla shells.
Yeah.
Right? Which is really interesting. I don't think about these as fiber, but that's what they are. I'm going to put in some of my, this stuff here, the avocado. Where do we get these fancy avocado bowls?
Healthy food. So
Probably your favorites,
I think we have a avocado bowl actually. If we're gonna make
We
guacamole.
do. For guacamole, yeah.
This was more like a salsa dish I had in mind, but works for guacamole as well.
Did this come from your favorite store?
No,
TJ Maxx?
no.
TJ Maxx?
I feel like you don't know me, Joey.
Really? They know you, Tim. Let's be realistic, please. All right. Got a little lettuce.
I haven't been shopping for a long time. It feels like. So.
Lightning's about to strike us. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to fold mine over, and that's it. And I'm going to have two really big kind of tacos. Ideally, you would burrito these guys, but I'm just not doing that.
I did like this just the other week.
Yeah, this is just how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in trying to roll this up on camera and it ripping and all that, and then, I'm just not doing that. All right.
But even the seitan is better than chicken, right? It's so lean, and then we've just flavored it up.
Yeah.
And then add these fresh ingredients.
All right, let's clean some of this up and we'll start eating.
Sounds good.
And here you have it. Beautiful seitan tacos. Look at all that. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to eat this. So nice. Ready to eat this?
I am. But I just wanted to quick insert that. So we just did some toppings that we sort of had in the house, right? Ideally, we're going to go shopping today for food for the week. But you could add cilantro for that nice clean taste for sure. We had a little bit of microgreens left, but it didn't smell so good, so we didn't use that. But we've been trying to get that sulforaphane, right?
Yeah,
from
sulforaphane,
broccoli sprouts.
Yeah, so we are throwing microgreens on here all the time. We smell them. We're like, not this time.
Not today.
Yeah, not today.
But just to let you know, the variety or what macros you're trying to hit or things. So absolutely you can add those things.
All right, I'm going to grab some water.
Okay. I'm going to take a bite here, but...
Me too.
I think... Okay.
What?
Oh, did we get some books in the mail?
Oh, we did. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, our friend Robert G,
yes.
right? We all know his latest book was The Impactful Vegan, which is really good. I've been reading this, and he gave me an autographed copy when I met him in SoCal Veg Fest, which was great. And then recently, he sent me in the mail a few other books. He sent me another copy of his book right here, but he also sent me The Plant-Based Athlete, which is the one he wrote with Matt Fraser from No Meat Athlete.
Gotcha.
They wrote this about, 2 years ago. It was on all the New York Times bestsellers. It was an amazing book, and I haven't got a chance to read it, so thank you for that, Robert. And then he sent me a book from a friend of his, Joe Gagnon, Living Intentionally, How Intentionality Enables Success. Kind of like if you have the intent, and people have said this before, if you expect to be successful, if you live like you're successful, you're going to be successful, right? So I'm really excited about this because, this is our lives. We're working towards something we see ourselves doing and being in better shape and all that stuff and healthy, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And it affects those choices what's my intent when I came to work here?
Yep.
And then what am I putting in my mouth? Or just maybe my attitude at work. What's my intent when I come through that door?
Yes.
So, it affects all your life.
It's neat because if you look at the forewords for these books and all of the reviews from, it's a vegan who's who in these books. Everyone's had a preview and have read it and made comments and all that. Everyone you've ever known, every cookbook author you've ever had. So, thank you, Robert, for sending those to us. I really appreciate you. And I don't know if I say this to Robert when I see him all the time, is that he is the hardest working vegan in the industry.
He's, I don't know what other word to say other than he is hustling, it seems like.
He's hustled for 25, 30 years, right? Yeah. Probably longer than that. When he was doing vegan bodybuilding, people were like, what are you talking about? Vegan bodybuilding,
yeah,
right?
No, he's sharing vegan options out of his car.
Right, he was literally handing stuff out of his car, pamphlets, 25 years ago. So the original OG and...
so much respect.
Yeah, we have been doing this for about, since 2018, so not even 10 years. But, we forget about the people on the battle lines who started this whole thing before we even got here.
For sure.
Thank you, Robert.
So anyway, if you need some books, they're nice to have around for inspiration, right? So anyway, that's a few.
Let's check this out.
Starving.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. These are so good. All right? So many fresh flavors.
Yeah. I grew up with sour cream in Minnesota. So having this vegan yogurt satisfies so much. I'm not missing anything.
Practicality-wise, those are probably a better option because it's really hard to eat big tacos. But
You can't always find these though.
Yeah.
So, like a couple weeks ago, we had the bigger ones. Anyway, the amount of cholula I put in there, it's just enough as an accent taste. Pretty good.
it probably would be really good if I had put some sauce on it. And some salsa on here would probably be really good
Yeah.
too. I know we've got a little cup of salsa there. But, I mean, top these things with what you want. The seitan here makes it all possible. Like, without the seitan, these just aren't really worth the effort, right? All right. Let's go over the macros here. All right. So our seitan recipe makes 13 servings. This was 2 servings. And you make that on Sunday and you put them in bags in the refrigerator and each 2 servings, right? So, because whenever we make that, we usually make 2 servings, right? Because there's 2 less eating.
Or if we have containers, I put
Yeah.
them in, but yeah.
So this is 2. I'm going to give you the macros for one of us. All right. So for 1 serving, this is for me, 1 serving of our seitan. This is with the microgreens, which is only like 2 calories, but we didn't have any microgreens because it went bad, but I still have it on here. This is 2 of these Extreme Wellness bigger tortillas. They make a third size, a big one. It's 100 calories. These are the 60 calorie ones. They're kind of the middle size. All right. With the lettuce, with the tomato, with the avocado, all of that, this whole thing comes out to 331 calories, which is hard to believe, with 38 grams of protein.
Nice. Like, this is where I would drop the mic, right?
Yeah, so look how much food is on this plate. Like, this is 2 huge tacos. You could even have, like, some fruit with this or something, because you're only at 331 calories, right?
Yeah.
So,
And look at this volume.
oh, look how much food there is. This is amazing. We totally need to do an episode about big meals for lower calories.
I think that's what we do a lot.
I mean, I guess that's every episode because we like to eat big meals, right? So, all right. We still have a lot going on. It's 3 o'clock. We have to get to the stores. We're going to eat early for dinner, which is why I want to stuff myself now so I don't eat too much sushi.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say goodbye to you guys,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go to the concert with Jason. A lot going on. I know. I haven't been to a concert since I was like, I don't know, 25?
Okay, all those people, it sounds dreadful. So I'm so happy for
Well,
you.
I normally wouldn't go, but Jason's my friend from work. He's the internship coordinator at the STEM academy I work at.
Yeah.
Very good guy. And, he has this dog sitting business because he's works in education and we just don't make any money. So,
Yeah, he's really good with
yeah.
dogs.
And so he's got everyone's dog,
Yeah.
right? He's got the superintendent's dog. He's got the principal. Like, he's got everyone's dog on whatever weekend. They always send pictures to all of us. He's a huge dog lover,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So,
awesome.
I mean, how could you not be friends with someone like that?
Yeah.
So.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh, look, Target decorating for Halloween already. Ooh, scary. Speaking of scary, are we looking at Vaseline or what's this for?
Never Vaseline.
Oh.
Because it's a petroleum product.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
I don't know what these things are, but they're kind of fun, huh? Pretty cool. Apparently there's some sort of body spray thing to change the way you smell. I don't know, maybe it's just a guy thing, but I don't understand body sprays and smells. You take a shower, you smell like whatever the soap used, and that's it. I don't understand cologne from men either. I don't understand any of that stuff about why you would want to smell like something else, other than just like clean. Like if I was up against someone, I would want to smell if they're clean. I wouldn't want to smell some other smell. So I don't know. So what are your thoughts on cologne and body smells? Do you think it's necessary?
Yeah. This
As
is
you're
an
smelling
Italian
something?
Bergamot.
Oh, yeah.
So I like
smells kinda
something.
woodsy.
Yeah. I like.
But for us,
Woodsy.
that's like Under Armour. What about like just walking around? Like if you're going to go out to a bar or something, would you spray cologne on?
I've
Or would you
never
just
really
take a
done that
shower?
way.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, so we're pushing this cart around, and we just realized like Tim's phone's not in the cart, and our stuff's not in the cart. So we're like, this is the thing in our cart. So Tim had to go back where you were and trying to find the cart that our stuff is in. So there you go. All right, did you find the cart?
Yeah.
Yay! All right, let's go. All right, what are we looking at here? Toilet cleaner?
Yeah, that's
Do we have
not.
dirty toilets? I don't want everyone to know that.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to film this, but you don't like the smell of bleach.
No, I can't stand the smell
So
of
I'm
bleach.
looking for an alternative.
I cannot smell bleach, otherwise I start getting sick. So we can't really have bleach in the house.
Aloe and eucalyptus.
So Tim's trying to find some toilet cleaners that don't have bleach in them. I guess we have dirty toilets. I don't know. So that's what we're doing. If there's bleach, then all of a sudden I have to run outside. I get this intense like pain in my head, and I have trouble breathing, and I just have this reaction to it. So I can't be around the smell of bleach. We're at a restaurant and it smells like bleach because they're cleaning. I can't go in. And that happens sometimes. We don't go to restaurants before they close, right before they close, because they start cleaning and bleaching while people are there, and I won't be able to even stay. All right, we continue on target, on our merry way. Okay, it's September 6th. Isn't it a little too early for this? Like, really? We're looking for just the perfect pumpkin for the table.
Yeah, it's on the bottom here.
Oh, see, there's one on the bottom that you have to have?
Well, we don't have to have
Okay. Yay, you're walking away from it?
it. Looked nice on the dining table, though.
That one's got like holes in it and stuff. Alright, what do you see down there?
Selena Gomez Oreos? No.
Selena Gomez Oreos? Oh, I'm all in. Let's go. Who says you can't have Selena Gomez Oreos? Ooh, Target has all their Halloween stuff out. Look at this. So much fun. I love Halloween. Are we really in fall? Wow. So much fun stuff. Oh, check this out. Check out this display. Oh, where is Tim? Oh my goodness, it was so scary. You couldn't see me, but I was like, gasp. Oh, yeah. This place is full of mows today. All right, we have to get out of the store because I'm going to the concert and I have to meet Jason at the school at 7 o'clock, and it's already 6:26, so we got to get out of here. By the way, before we came here, we went to Iron Chef and had our usual sushi and tofu meal. So, again, I overate way too much, and I feel like I'm going to throw up. I don't know why I do that. Okay, we got to get out of here.
Noah said to say hi to you.
What happened?
Noah said to say hi.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Tim said Noah said to say hi. Noah's the cashier. Every time he sees Tim, he's like, "Hi, how have you been? No, it's good to see you." Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Whatever. Am I bitter? Absolutely. Okay, Linkin Park was amazing. I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. When I heard a year and a half ago that they were going to come back with a new singer, I just kept an open mind, and I just listened to the new stuff that had came out as soon as it came out, and didn't really listen to them singing all of their older stuff with the new singer, and that really just helped me just kind of recognize them with the new singer, with just their new stuff, and all that stuff sounded great, and I absolutely loved it. It's been on my playlist for a year for my gym music, and the concert today was fantastic. It was hard to hear some of the songs being sung by someone who's the song, all their songs are about, about Chester's pain and all that, and of course he killed himself, so hearing her sing songs about Chester's pain doesn't really translate, but I'm just glad that we're getting new music from them because I'm still a huge fan. Every seat in the stadium was full. It was just crazy. 20,000 people. It was at the basketball stadium downtown. I went with Jason, and I really enjoyed it. Let's wrap up the video here with the progress of the 60-day cut. So just so you know, 60 days is not long enough to have a cut. You're not really going to get much done in 60 days. Cuts are like 5 months. I mean, that's 6 months, whatever. I'm going to throw this on the screen, but I have it on my phone here so I can go over it with you. All right, so first, let's go over what I look like right now. These are some recent photos I took. This is me, just upper body. Muscular wise, I'm definitely responding. I mean, I'm definitely like fill out the shirt and I'm bigger, right? So all of the gym and protein, I'm having a reaction to that for sure, which is great. You can see here, my traps look great and upper body. My chest isn't really getting bigger, but that's a whole nother issue because when I was younger, I don't even know how to explain this, but I had to have surgery on my chest to correct gynecomastia, because it's a very long story. So I had the surgery, and it was not from steroids. I had the surgery when I was 36. I lived with gynecomastia. It was absolutely a horrible case of gynecomastia, and I lived with that through my 30s, and then couldn't take it anymore. So I had an operation to have it removed, and because of it, my chest is it's deformed. So I don't. A lot of, not only do they get rid of the extra stuff, but they got rid of some of the muscle and all that. So it's like caved in. So I don't know that I'm ever going to build out my chest because I don't know that there's muscle there to build, or there's a base for there to build. So that's, it's a personal issue, but other than that, the rest of me, it does look like it's coming along, which is great. Again, another pose here with, you can see my biceps and triceps, and my shoulders are all coming along great. My waist, although I'm still way overweight, has become much smaller than it was a year and a half ago. And then just some more poses here, doing kind of the same thing, and there you go. So, visually, when I look at this, I can see a change. Not just from the last 2 months, but overall from the last, year and a half. I guess December 8th will be 2 years that I walked into that trainer's office and said I need help, right? As far as the numbers go, let's look at that. My current weight is about 153.8. So I started the cut at 161, I think, or something. So, did I lose weight? I did. And that's body, well, we'll get to the body fat. I did lose weight. So 153.8. My goal is like 139. And even then I'll probably be overweight. But around the late 130s, 140 will be my goal. So I still have a ways to go. As far as my body fat right now is at 24.3%. I started this at 26.8 or something, like 20, it was in the high 26s. So the goal of the cut was to get to 20% body fat. Apparently, I need a lot longer than 60 days to do that. But what I did what I did do is I lost over 2% of the body fat that I had. So that was pretty successful, right? 2% body fat in 60 days, that's 1% a month. I'll take that for sure. Here's one of the reasons I'm struggling with weight. I now have more muscle mass than I've ever had in my life. I have 111 pounds of muscle, 111.4. That's a lot. I started with 108 or something, or 109, somewhere around 108, I think, maybe 107. I gained about 3 pounds of muscle in the last 60 days. So that was all from 60 days ago. During that 60-day time, I hurt myself. I couldn't work out for a while. I had lost muscle again while it was happening. I remember going down to 108, 107. And then I started working out again and slowly building back. And as of today, I'm at 111.4. So for someone my size, that's a lot of muscle to be carrying around. So pretty proud of myself there. I think that's a really good thing. So the numbers, there they are. Would you say was a success? It depends on how you rate it. I did not get to 20% body fat, but I did lose 2% body fat, and I'm down to my lowest recordable weight since I started recording. So what's next? Well, I'm taking a week or two break from the cut, just to eat at maintenance again, and just kind of recover from that. And then I will start going back to it again. I'll reduce my calories again, keep hitting the gym, and try it again. In fact, this time I think I will do the full 5 months. So I'll start with the 3 to go with the 2 that I just did. And if that doesn't get me where I want to go, then I'll just do the 2 extra months to give me a 5-month cut. that will bring me right into next spring, which would be great. So I'm getting somewhere, but I want you to see the point of that whole thing was to see the very real cost in time, with work and trips and family, like how hard it really is. You're not just going to lose everything you're trying to lose and get all the muscles you want in 60 days. So, and I knew that, and I know that you knew that, but I wanted to at least set a goal, and I did. All right, that's our video for today. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, click the bell to get notified every time we have a new video, usually every Tuesday. Sorry about last Tuesday, I was studying for a test. That's another whole story. I'll go into that next time. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts. What did you think about the meals you saw today? I'm telling you, those Seitan tacos and burritos, they are the way to go. Calorie-wise, macro-wise, protein-wise, it's a big win on all those. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.